how to use Qi Coil PEMF devices for pain management. So some of you who follow my channel know that my mom recently had a stroke. Actually, it was last year. And she lost complete mobilization of her left side of her body. So she couldn't move her left hand, and she couldn't move her left leg. Goes without saying, who couldn't walk. So it took her a long time, many months to recover. Thanks to using PEMF technology, we were able to help her recover, and now she's great. So when she went home, though, there's a problem because she was still experiencing tremendous pain in her knees that made it very difficult for her to walk. And she was really heavily on painkillers, but that didn't really help much. So we had a big problem, and we were considering even getting a nurse to basically help her to move and help her to walk around and to do the everyday activities. So at that time, I just started experimenting with the Qi Coil, and I said, well, let's give it a shot. And I gave my mom a Qi Coil, plugged it into her phone, downloaded the app, and then I taught her how to use it. A couple of days later, she said, holy cow, it's working. I can walk. And it's just so amazing. I was like so surprised and happy, and I'm just shocked every time we have people try this. They tell us that they can walk again, or they can they reduce the pain that they've had for years, chronic pain and issues that they've had for years, never be able to get rid of. They were able to relieve the symptoms with these. So and now she's operating normally. Like my brother just texted me and said, hey, what's this thing that mom is using, because it's very effective. And now he wants to get one too for his family. So for pain management, it's just amazing. I'm so happy that I personally have been able to recover from digestive issues and from chronic pain, as well as people in my immediate family, like my mom and my dad, who are able to recover from insomnia and from a stroke. I mean, a stroke is pretty serious. And normally it takes many months, even years, for people to gain full mobility. And most people never even gain their full mobility again. And I was able to help my mom using the Qi Coil to gain the mobility that she lost. So that's just so amazing that I was able to do that. So how do you use Qi Coil for pain management? You just need to use the Qi Coil app. Just use the life force frequency. The one that I use the most is the mid frequency. It tends to be the most effective, and everyone has been benefit from it. And then just put the coil into any part of your body that you're experiencing pain. So for example, it's knee pain that we're talking about. Just place it on your knee, just like that. If both your knees are in pain, just put it between your knees like this. And just hold it there. You can be doing anything, reading a book, browsing the web, talking to a friend on your phone. And as long as you have this on, you should be able to manage that pain within minutes. What can I say? That's just what's been happening with the people we tried it on. So knee pain, you can do that. Ankle, you just put it on your ankle for 10 minutes. If it's a shoulder pain, you can, a lot of people have a jacket, they just put it underneath their jacket and just leave it there like that for 10 minutes. If you have stomach pain, just put it on your stomach. For headaches, you can either put it directly on the top of your head, or put it right on your forehead like this. And this is good if you want to have two yin coils. Don't use the yang coils. Two yin coils. You put one on each side of your head, of your temple. Like this. You put one here, put one here, for some serious headaches. But you may not need that. You just probably need to do this with one coil, or just do this with one coil. If you have elbow pain, maybe from playing tennis elbow, just place it on your elbow, right? Or you just place it on your elbow here. Wrist pain from carpal tunnel syndrome, you can just put it on your hand like this, or you can put it on this side, or you can just hold it, right? If both your hands, both your wrists, you can just hold it together like this. So there's many ways you can use it, as long as it's, you don't even have to be in contact with it. As long as it's near that area, you're going to experience the effects. If you have neck pain, you can just place it on your neck. Maybe just put it behind your Yeah, just hold it there. It stays there, right? If you have a jacket, it just stays there. So easy to use. You just need to place it there, and most people within minutes they can feel the pain going down. If they're at a 7 or 8 out of 10, usually after 10 minutes or so, that goes down to a 6 or 5. Some people can go from a 7 down to a 2 or a 3, which is really good. So it varies, but basically everyone that we've talked to, it has reduced the pain levels for them. So another way to use them for pain management is to combine it with the use of therapeutic magnets. So you can get these as a bundle. It comes in set of 3 or 6, and they're very strong. I'm having a hard time pulling it off here. So they're like this. So they have two sides, the north and the south poles. So what I do, let's say that I want to really focus that energy of the coil. So I put the north towards the pain area, and I just use some duct tape and I tape it on. Let's say you don't. I have shorts on, but right now I have pants on and tape it on like that. Okay, and you can use the coil over it or underneath it. Okay, if you have 2 magnets, let's say you have a knee problem. Oh, these are really strong. Okay, I got one off. So what you can do is tape 2 of them. And what I like to do is to create a field between the points. Let's say it hurts in the middle, right? So I put one on the left, right? It doesn't work on clothes that well. You should actually stick it to your skin. And then you put the north side also on this side like this. So now you created a field in between that point, and then now you put a coil here. All right, you can be here or you can be underneath. So what that does is these magnets kind of pull that energy and focus it into that part between the magnets. And also it pulls the electromagnetic field. So you might be asking, well, I just need magnets then, right? Well, magnets are okay, but the problem with what magnets don't have is they don't have frequency. And they don't have harmonic frequency. And they don't pulse. So with this, you get pulsed electromagnetic frequency, because it's important what frequency you're using too. So we use very specific, precise, calculated frequencies. Magnets only create a field, but the field doesn't really have a frequency. But when you use them together, you're basically enhancing the field of the Qi coils and focusing it onto that point. So we have these magnets. You can sell them. We sell them as a bundle together with the yin and yang coil. So if you want to get that, it's a very popular set that people get, and it will really be helpful for you. So I think one of the main strengths of this device so far is in pain management, because pretty much everybody who tried it on have experienced a reduction in pain symptoms within minutes of using it. And we're talking people who have had surgeries, who have had like plates or titanium plates in their knees or in their spine. They've had that pain for years and years, and they learned how to live with it, and they kind of accepted that that's their way of life. And a lot of them have had to quit a lot of the activity they used to do, like sports or other activities that they could do before they had the accident. And then they use the coil, and then after that they say, wow, the pain went down so much. I don't even have to get any therapy. I didn't have to go to get a massage. I didn't have to go to get any kind of like injection or take any pill or do any surgery, and now I'm able to manage my pain just using this coil. So it's just so amazing what this has been doing for so many people. And I think that's the strength of this. And of course, there's many other benefits to this, but the most fastest way to experience this is in pain management. And it's been the most successful so far. So if you've been experiencing pain yourself, chronic pain that you've had for years that you can never really get rid of, it's always coming back, and it's preventing you from doing the things you love. Let's say you want to play golf again, you want to play tennis again, you want to do basketball, you want to go hiking, you want to go cycling, swimming, all those other things that you used to do, but now the pain is stopping you from doing all those things. Then I highly recommend you owe it to yourself to give this a try, because this can literally transform your life forever from now on, once you get this. And the same way that it's been transforming a lot of lives already. So you owe it to yourself to just give this a try. Okay, just order one, and you have 30 days. You have a long time to try it. And people are experiencing the effects in minutes. So just imagine you have 30 days to try it, and then before you even decide to keep it. Okay, so if you want to transform your life, get the Qi Coil right now, and I'll see you on the other side.
So David introduced me to this technology a few years ago. And originally, when I started, I was more interested in the spiritual aspect of it. So I thought maybe this could help me take me deeper into my meditation. And so one of the things that I started realizing as I started using it was I would definitely felt more of a connection with the planet. And I had been kind of looking for that connection for a really long time. And so I actually physically began feeling it in my body, and just I guess you could say more a sense of belonging and acceptance and connection with the planet, as well as the planets in our solar system. You know, I physically felt more of a connection. And then along the way, I started noticing I was having less pain and more energy. And so I just got deeper into it. And I feel like it has transformed my life on so many levels, mentally, physically, energetically. And I can say I will never, ever go through this life without this technology. I never will. And so things start happening, and you basically get on the course you're supposed to be on with whatever you're supposed to create in this life for yourself and for everybody else. And so for me, it's not just about the physical level. Physically, I'm really benefiting from it because now I'm at a point where I don't have any pain. I can't even remember the last massage treatment I got for myself because I literally don't need it anymore. But I do still combine it with my meditation. I find meditation is still really important in getting that clarity that you want in your life. But then with the technology, once you get that clarity, it basically happens. So it's pretty deep, you guys, and it's real. And it's changed my life.
I just did it an alpha the second time yesterday, wasn't long enough, and I did it on my rotator cuff, which has been bothering me the last 3 days quite a bit. And it's amazing, in 15 minutes that I timed, I could raise my arm with no pain up a lot higher.
Yeah.
But so now I've decided to try it on my thumb because I've had an irritation in my thumb. And if this does something like that, it's amazing.
So how long have you had the rotator cuff issue?
I've had it for years, but it hasn't been bothering me as much as it has in the last 3 days.
And then how much pain did you have out of 10 before?
About 7.
7? And then you put on the coil for how long?
No pain.
No pain.
No, I'm not kidding you. It's unbelievable.
Right. What else did you do? You put it on your foot yesterday, right?
I did for only a second, but then his back was hurting, so I decided to let Jeff try. Sacrifice my health. And it did well. So
now your thumb. Now you put it on your thumb.
Now I put it on my thumb because I've had this is strange feeling my thumb for years,
right.
And I want to see if this will do anything for it in 5-10 minutes.
So how did you get the injury from what sport?
Throwing football.
Football,
and then I re-injured with golf.
Cool. So if you had this on you all the time, what kind of difference would it make for you?
What kind of life?
What difference would it make for you in your life if you had this all the time on you?
What kind of difference would it make if I had it on all the time?
Yeah.
I feel younger. Any difference on my age to make me feel better. So we'll see what it does here.
Yeah.
But it definitely helping.
So yesterday we tried the coil, and what was your initial impression?
Yeah, I mean, usually when you know, first knee-jerk was that I was quite skeptical that something like this could ever work. You know, you see a lot of gimmicks out there in the market, infomercials and wands and what have you, and you know, but you convinced me to try it out, and I had a nagging back injury and always various knots on the back and applied it to the lower back, and within 4 or 5 minutes I felt a heat sensation going through, and then within 10 minutes the knot had sort of dissipated.
That was last night.
And that was last night, and yeah, it's still I think it just released the muscle, or what, I'm not sure what happened, but it feels a lot better today.
So your pain was at what level out of 10?
Probably like a 6.5, 7.
And then it dropped to what?
I mean, now it's probably a 2. 2? I can feel that something was there, but that's about it, and it's not something that's nagging me.
How long has that back pain been bothering you?
I mean, it's chronic.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, since early soccer years. So it comes quite often.
So if you had that coil on you all the time, what do you think it would do for you?
I don't know. We'll try. I mean, like I said, I'll be buying one, if not a couple, for my friends as well. And yeah, I mean, I can only imagine that was in an isolated area on the back. So overall, I think it can do nothing but wonders. So.
Cool. All right. Glad I can help.
Yeah, I appreciate it.